And then I was meeting Shelby Thomas. We were going to record a podcast episode because she was in Fort Lauderdale for an event. So then I was like, okay, it's getting close on time. I got to get an Uber. So I took an Uber to Fort Lauderdale, like right on the beach on the ocean. Turns out we missed each other. We like miscommunicated. So we just set it for the next morning that we would record in Miami because she was meeting at the University of Miami with some people. So we stopped at the Frost Museum and recorded there. Fort Lauderdale, but my Uber driver on the way, she told me about this thing called the Bright Line. And it's like this high-speed rail that goes from West Palm Beach to Fort Lauderdale to Miami, downtown Miami. And that's how I got back. And it was like the most impressive trade. It was so impressive. I was so impressed. It was like so well designed. It was so efficient. It was so clean and fast. I got from Fort Lauderdale to downtown Miami in exactly 35 minutes. And it was so smooth and the service was incredible. Like I was blown away. And getting back earlier to what we were discussing with observing everything around you, you know, like the materials and the art and the architecture, and you get a sense of the place in a way. And I'm someone who's very interested in urban planning and just how a city functions as an ecosystem, and everything within it is interdependent. And so like how people get around in a city, how people move is extremely important. And it's a very it's a key component. And so like taking notes, mental notes on the public transportation, I feel like that's that's an important thing to be aware of. It's like how come other trains in America can't be this great? Like what is preventing that from happening? That's what I'm curious about. And it was like this is 21st century traveling. I just loved it. And everything now is starting to look like an Apple store to me. Anything that's like remodeled, because it's like the same kind of materials and concepts and theories that go into design in a way, like minimal and just like user friendly and sleek, and I don't know. But anyways, got downtown, had some Peruvian food, was gonna record the next morning with Shelby, so it's kind of an early night. Next day, we go to the Frost Museum, and again, the Frost Museum is so cool. I love it. And it's not the Field Museum, but it's cool in its own way. You know, like on this like sixth floor, it's just like a rooftop, and you're right by these buildings and the park, and you see all the water. It's pretty great. The exhibits themselves, they're just like small, and they got awesome aquarium, and just like sea life. They have alive things. The Field Museum has all dead things. We recorded there. That was so much fun. That was the last episode 222. Check it out. Shelby is so awesome. She's so impressive, and her organization is doing incredible work, and I love more and more, and this is what I hope people understand, and this is why this is kind of like the crux. I don't know the definition of that word. So like this is like the main theme of the podcast is like understanding we are in the 21st century, and we have so many tools available to us that it's a matter of eliminating the distractions and using these tools to empower yourself to design not only the life that you want to live, but also the communities, working together collaboratively to create the communities you want to create in this century. And it's like working together to solve problems instead of coming up with excuses or looking to other people or authorities to create change or get things done. Like, you can literally do it yourself, like, and work with other people, and we can do it. And we have so much, we have all the information available to us, right? Use this, use our brains and our cognitive abilities to then make moves and do these things. And Shelby's doing that. She's embracing innovative thinking and sustainable revenue models. As far as like science goes, you're often limited. She was saying this as a scientist, you're often limited to like grants that are available through the government or through a corporation. But then a corporation, oftentimes they're just looking to write a check and check off a box of like corporate social responsibility and stuff like that. But like, you're also then competing for those funds with organizations that are also doing great work and kind of like doing similar things as you. Like, that's, instead of fighting and creating this culture of competition, it needs to be collaborative and open. So finding ways to generate revenue on your own that you can then not have to rely on that type of funding. So she's embraced the art community, and with coral reefs, installing art installations in the water as coral, and that generates ecotourism where people can go and dive and then learn how to dive and be more interconnected with the water and our oceans by checking out these art installations in the water. And also embracing NFTs and having experiences that goes along with those. It's so cool. Just like the innovative thinking that she's been embracing, and I'm all for it.